trigger, I ain't never giving up.
The top three here, Hamilton, Vettel, Verstappen, 13 world championships between them. Count them, Ted, down to you. Yeah, well, 7 for Hamilton, 4 for Vettel, 2 for Verstappen, 13 that makes 13. That's what we think, not too shabby.
In a few moments' time, we have the green flag, and in front of a capacity crowd, 5 lights are on. It's lights out, and away we go. Verstappen does get away well.
Hello all and welcome into the Season 6 Awards Show. You're joined by me, WHF Farrell, and Rio Harris for this evening's viewing pleasure, I guess. I would like to say action, but we're not really doing much action. We're just looking at some old clips. But welcome in everyone, and welcome in Rio. And basically what we're just going to do is we are going to go through a couple of the... Actually, I need to get up the list of things that we're doing. The list of awards that we're giving out before I get started. But we're going to go through in order. Going to overtake the season, clip of the season, aka the emu moment of the season, race of the season, most improved driver, best surprise winner, driver of the season, and biggest crash of the season. If any of you watching forgot to send in your clips, you can still send them in now, and me and Rio are going to collectively come together, and maybe some of you in the chat can come together and we can vote on who is, or which clip is the best. Rio, even before we've started, says that this first clip in the Overtake the Season is the best clip. Welcome in, Ollie Bean. Welcome into this, into the voice channel. But we're gonna basically, Ollie, all we're doing is we're gonna do a bit of a watch along, watch some of these clips through, and we'll all vote on who has the best clip. But let's see this first one. So there's that first one. Amazing move from Codomatic on Brahms, and little would we know, but that would be a very decisive moment in the Tier 2 title, because those two ended up being separated by 2 points in the championship by the end of the season. So an absolutely beautiful move in Mexico from Codomatic. That one will be tricky to beat. We've then got Hemi Dime's clip here in Austria in Tier 1. And Echo goes wide, and Hemi with a lovely little switchback through the middle sector. As Rio says, Mama made. Next clip's Raheem dive bombing. Raheem, a dive bomb on, who was that again? I think it was on RJ. Into turn 1, beautiful move there. We've also got yeah, and that move from DZ Racer also was the decisive move for that race. He would go on to win in Hungary. So that move on him and Raheem is pretty beautiful. Next is Apple in Australia. Yep, very difficult move through turns 9 and 10. Almost him and Seth came together and had a big crunch. Welcome in to Sev as well into the voice channel. Next it's Ollie Bean with a double dive bomb is the next clip. But he does stick it and gets ahead of both cars. Lovely move from Ollie Bean. Next is Ledgeman. And I actually really rated this move when I first seen it. At turn 1, Ledgeman actually battling with the Tier 2 champion. Need I remind you? Lovely move. Let's you know what? Let's hold on. I genuinely think we gotta watch this again. Tier 2 champion versus Ledgeman. We've got to wheel this back. Turn 1, Kodomatic was a little bit wide. Ledgeman finding the grip on the inside. Absolutely spectacular move. And even lost the possession to Ledgeman. Like this is incredible stuff. Anyway, next clip is Cookie in Austria. Cookie dive bombing from over 3/10 back on Thori. And I think that was one of Cookie's moves of the season. And in Singapore, Rio's favourite track, Quincy and Brahms. Lovely move through what used to be the Singapore Sling. Next we have Northy, and I think this is up there with one of the best. We'll turn the volume down a bit because it is a bit loud. But for those of you who haven't seen this clip, this is right up there. Like, watch this move. Oh, beautiful. Absolute cinema right there. What a move. What a move from Northy. I think that move from James is this clip, so we'll go on board with James, or we'll go on board with the actual stream from Ledgeman and Ollie who were commentating. James, Tier 3 champion on the outside of Billion and Few. And James gets through on both of them. Lovely double move. Next clip is Rio on Stephen Beecham. Stephen won the Tier 2 finale in Season 5. And moved up to Tier 1 this season. Rio with a lovely move on the outside in Zandvoort. As Nasev says, Mama mid. And this is one of my personal favourites. Gordon in Zandvoort. 3 wide. Now, need I remind you, to go 3 wide in Zandvoort is near unheard of, and somehow Gordon gets 3 wide, then round the outside, finds the grip on the Haas, and a beautiful move around the outside. And then next we have James on Raheem. Back down the inside, side by side into turn 12. James cleanly down the inside. And Raheem now. And next move Northy now going to try and stay with Ash, but makes a big mistake now. Dobo breaking Northy's ankles. Mistakes left, right, and centre, and a lovely switch back from Dobo. And Northy may need to get some new socks after that one. He's been absolutely switched. Now, I think Ollie Bean is the perfect person to ask. Did Northy end up getting some new socks after that move?
I'm unsure, but he probably should have. That was really bad.
But a good move there. Next clip is Rio
wonder
or
if
Godzilla.
Godzilla still yet to stop.
My
So is
thought on board is
Steven.
below it, which
So
I
we
think
could
is a
see
better
those
view
two
for it.
coming in around that 20-ish, I believe.
And Rio round the outside now of Godzilla, and Rio a little bit of grass used to get through. And Hemi Dimes, who boxed a lap earlier,
a
very beautiful move.
10
seconds speeding in the pit lane penalty himself, and next Nasev clip just is
retires
Rio
in the
on
pit
the
lane, very
inside
frustrated
of
with that penalty, it
Steven
seems.
and TJ.
And Nis calling it a day as Rio now battling with his teammate TJ out of turn 3, and Rio with a lovely move round the outside of his teammate as
and here's the Rio clip. Oh, it is quite loud. We'll turn it down a wee bit. On the outside of COD. And very risky to go round the outside at the penultimate corner in Brazil, but Rio able to make it stick.
Balls are still, that's why.
Here, we might have to get this one up. This is an overtake from Rain in Tier 3 in Bahrain, and this was a bit crazy. There was 4 cars battling all over for 10th, I believe.
It's going to be DRS down the main straight here. Creamy Flaps going to try and get through, and Ansu's got no DRS open. Creamy Flaps through. Dobo, Story, as we're 4 wide down the main straight. Who's where? Round the outside goes Creamy Flaps. What a move that was. Ansu through on Thori as Dobo keeping ahead as well. Still side by side we go. Ansu.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah, and that is brilliant battling, and the clip isn't even over. Like, there's still... Oh, there's Zampa getting clipped around. What else is new?
Just skill issue in it.
What else is new, yeah?
Brilliant move there. A lot of battling in Bahrain. Next,
This
it's...
is-
Go
move.
towards turn number 1. The
It's
team gets to
phenomenal.
work on Sluskan's
Obviously,
car as through.
Rams
turn
gets
number
closer
one we
into
go.
turn number
Lanky
1.
defends,
It wasn't
Lanky
really a
defends,
move on.
Rams
It was
looks
a bit
around the
of
outside.
unnecessary
I'll tell you what,
defensive
Quincy's
move
actually
from the
undercutting.
Mercedes, but
Rams
then
actually switch
through
through.
turns 3
Out
and
turn
turn 4
one.
just
He's got the
completely
inside for 2, the outside for
roaring
3 and 4,
right around the
roaring around
outside to get on
outside
the
to
power
take
in the rain
place goes
conditions
the
as well. I
Mercedes,
think
the
is
Williams driver.
spectacular,
Can he
and
get the
that
move done? Yes,
I'll
he
be up there
can.
for him taking the season in my eyes.
Yeah, very, very solid one. Was
straight
that on
we go
Suskarn? Or
towards
no, that
turn
was on
one.
Lanky.
No. Yeah.
I was going to say that's on Lanky, and apparently does them in Mexico as well, because the next clip is Brahms and Lanky. Does just enough to stay in bounds, and round the outside again. Brahms through on Lanky through the middle sector. On lap 1, very, very tricky move from Brahms there next.
Back on the rear corner.
We've got the...
And Browns is going to go for some serious Godzilla around the outside. Browns is going to side by side right
Brahms
the
and
outside.
Silverstone on the outside was beautiful.
Move from Browns on the outside. But it
He
is
didn't win the
enough.
championship, is that, by the way?
What's funnily enough is he had made a mistake at Cop's corner in the very same lap, which essentially cost him the championship. But still, that's a sublime overtake. Next
On the road,
clip.
we believe he's made a big
Two more there.
mistake through
Or was that
Cods.
the same
Cods
PLA?
on the outside, side by side. We go to Maggots and Beckett's. Cods back through again.
Yeah, it's
Browns with a
Cod getting
major
back through, but I wouldn't say that was a
Dubsy, we're going to keep an eye on this.
That was more just a
battlefield.
driver
Finally
mistake.
gets through, Dubsy washes out wide, but we've got Codzilla on the rear of Kodomatic, but can't find a way through. And can Brahms finally get through on Codzilla? He's going to certainly go around the
And
outside
Brahms
here.
and Codzilla
will
at
get
Vale.
through on side by side. Brahms and Cod.
I wouldn't really say that was much to shout about, but next is Hemi Dimes and Nuki. And
Not more mid.
Hemi thinking he's going to win this award while battling with Tier 3 drivers. You'll love to hear it. Next, it is Liam, who is a Tier 1 driver, but for whatever reason he's defending the inside when he doesn't need to. And that's opened up the lovely switchback for Hemi. And for me, that's more of, what is Liam doing? Like, I'm a bit confused there.
Exactly.
I don't know, like, if we
The
go...
next clip is the exact same, by the way.
If we pause right here, Liam is defending the inside when Hemi is a good football pitch away.
We're talking about how we're just completely shaming Liam right now.
No,
Let's just stop and analyse.
see, Liam. I know you're in the chat right now, and I rate you as a driver, but I am struggling to understand what you were doing here. You know, this next clip, Ollie's already that's already been put in. Brahms has already put those two in. This next one, Craig with Quincy. A little bit of contact out of turn 2 in Baku, and back on the battery into turn 3, late on the brakes, and gets ahead of the Haas driver. Lovely move from Craig.
Good job.
I
Nice
was Craig. Player for a reason.
And you're absolutely right. Stephen's engine.
Beecham's actual wheel.
Yep, Stephen. If you've seen his setup, you would be in an absolute disbelief.
He's got so much stuff, man.
He must be very rich. But Stephen, battling with the Haas of Lewis and Nuki boy, and this is definitely one of the contenders. Out dragging the Alpine, threading the needle round the outside. Liam's on the inside, and they survive. And Stephen gets round the outside. Beautiful, beautiful move. And
Ferrari signed this man.
And yeah, Ferrari must sign this man. That is definitely one of the contenders. Then we've got Arrow, clearly the favourite here. Although for some reason it's so zoomed out. Oh, what a move! Oh, sensational! Sensational move! Oh, that's winning right there. That's the winner, I think.
Mate.
Ollie from pre-season. I don't think we're going to even watch it because it's pre-season. We are only rating genuine overtakes here. Star on Liam and Nuki. It seems Liam and Nuki were getting their pants pulled a bit down in this race in Abu Dhabi. As Star switched back both of them. Low on battery though, but does have the DRS open to make the move stick. But can he get it around the outside? I believe he does, yeah. Sticks it on the brakes around the outside. Lovely move. And I think we've looked at that clip from DZ Racer earlier. That clip's from Kodomatic is earlier. Nisev's put a clip
one
in.
From Nisev.
And
why have you got to send links, you absolute mongoid?
And Nis on Thori. And Thori on old tyres. And Nis doing the exact same thing that Hemi did earlier. Yeah.
And then you have Absolute Cinema after that. Absolute Cinema.
We've loaded YouTube and it's not got us
Oh,
the
it's
clip.
Bungie. It's Bungie. Fuck.
It didn't even give us the clip.
That's the Ledgeman video there.
So I think that's a downvote. Where's the Ledgeman video? Where are we? Oh, Ledgeman. Shall we all just take a break and watch this 9 hours? What was he doing a 9-hour stream for?
Me and Ledgeman, we were running a petrol station for 9 hours.
Oh, right, lads. Right, lads. Here, I work in a shop if you want to cover my shift, and I can fucking stay in bed, you know. But I think that is a good... I think that's a good time to assemble what we believe is our overtakes this season. Now, I think...
Hold on.
I think...
Let me unprivate this.
I'm going to set up a poll so that we can all vote on...
Can we not choose all of them? Can we choose like 3, please?
I am narrowing it down. We're collectively narrowing it down. So the first candidate is Kodomatic.
Try now.
On Brahms in Mexico. The second will be Brahms on Code in Silverstone. I think Stephen double in Abu Dhabi. What genuine contenders have we missed? Let's see here. I'm going to scroll quickly through.
I got a double.
Where?
In Brazil. I got Stephen and then...
One was your teammate who was letting you through.
He was not letting me through.
What about Northeast double overtake? What about Northeast double overtake?
Northeast, I think, is up there for clip of the season, but for overtake, there's not a lot of skill involved. But it was a very lovely clip. I think next.
That's fair if you put your overtake in there.
You know what? I'm putting Ledgeman.
Northy says Ledgeman's overtake. Nuki Lad says Beecham. Sci-Fi says Beecham.
But I'm putting up a poll, lads. I'm just assembling all of the things, all of the potential candidates. Anyone have any recommendations? At least who's in this voice channel of ones that we've missed? I think
Mine is one.
Yeah, definitely no bias there.
Yeah, don't put mine on there. It's more of a a break fail, if anything.
James Double in Brazil. Gordon's in Zandvoort.
Oh yeah, Gordon's one, yeah.
Gordon
I'm looking at the wrong league.
in Zandvoort. And any other... I love the double one. The double one's very funny. I wouldn't call it an amazing skillful overtake because Northey just... He needed a map to find out where he was going.
The apex is optional in his eyes.
Yeah. And then I believe that is all of the proper solid overtakes in the poll.
Right, post.
And we're gonna, just for this, we're gonna look at his overtake. And we'll see.
Oh, this is the stupid DRS shenanigans.
Is this good?
Shit, 1, 2, 1.
So on
Was
the
there DRS
final
games
lap,
going on?
He
All the
tried to
race.
do it.
Is this
so
what you
I'll
got put
do it
in the
back
wall?
then. Almost, yeah.
oh, it's a bit of a Barrichello and Schumacher in Hungary. And this on the inside. Well defended. I actually think that is a very solid overtake, especially on Cookie.
It's not overtaking the season.
6-time champ. I'll leave it as an option, but
100% done.
It's a very
contender.
It's a very decent overtake, but the poll is now an overtake of the season. For those of you who are in the chat and also in the Discord, go to the overtake of the season channel and make your vote, and we will see. I'm actually going to leave it on this screen for now.
You can't vote on yourself. You can't vote yourself.
I honestly don't really care too much. If you want to vote yourself, do. But like at the end of the day, I'm gonna weigh up. I think my favourites are Codomatic on Brahms on Codomatic in Silverstone, and Gordon in Zandvoort. And actually, Ledgeman in China, I was very impressed by.
We'll say the vote closes at past, then we can begin the clip of the season.
I'm honestly, I'm not even gonna give that long, lads. You've got about a minute or two. I'm gonna quickly review Codomatic's first overtake. I'm gonna give a little
Just
review.
to clarify, this is not
Down
Northey,
towards
but
turn before we go,
LPJ
making jams for time.
Oh, that's Page, that's not Northey.
Towards turn 4 we go.
It's so
the best
confusing.
chance he's had, and he's going to go late on the brakes, and it's a lunge to the inside, and that is sensational.
Yeah, it is a dive bomb, right? I'm like, you know what? I think Codomatic on Brahms might be the winner.
Don't be wrong, he's quick, bro. There's no need to dive.
Ledgeman and Codomatic it's a really good overtake.
Realistically,
I think Ledgeman will be happy that it has got into be one of the candidates. But
speaking of Ledgeman, he's just joined the voice call.
Ledgeman,
He's been there a while.
Ledgeman, I know I've been chatting you up all stream. Your overtake.
You've been chatting him up.
I've not been chatting him up. I've not been chatting him up. I've been.
Sorry about taking.
I have been talking positively about you.
Arrow's definitely blushing. He's definitely blushing now.
Red Bull team boss.
Ledgeman, I'll maybe chat you up off stream, but I'm at the moment I'm just giving you a bit of props for that overtake at turn 1 in
didn't
China.
deny it.
Here, well, anyway, moving swiftly onwards.
Arrow's missus ain't gonna be happy.
She's really not, but anyway. Let's see. I think we've watched all we can. I think I am going to go for Codomatic. Currently, it is 2 votes for Cody. I think we need a bit more votes, but
Well, they've had a minute. So
what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave the vote, like the proper winner, until the very end, because the overtakes.
they're probably at members.
There's still no, but I am going to do that at the end. But I'm actually going to put in more polls before then. But I'm actually going to take my jumper off because I am boiling.
Oh, he's getting stripped for Ledgeman.
Oh no.
But I'm gonna ping the members once all the polls are in. Thank you, Craig, for the Pedro gif. But
Why is that 5k points now? Jesus Christ!
because
I rip us off.
Because I changed. Nuki Lad says, "Where's the strip cam?" That's on a different website, Nuki. But clip of the season. If we see an overtake, we're just gonna skip it because it was clearly an overtake of the season.
Or the of the century, Scones, Rowan,
But
there's been a few moments this season, that's gonna be really good.
Clip
of the season.
It's Scones winning the
Was
Chinese
Scones-
Grand Prix by 1.5
I don't think it'll
seconds.
win clip of the season, but it's certainly up there with surprise winner of the season. We will come back to that in the future. Next one is
Gonna try and play this.
Ollie on
That's perfectly
going for the move on
as we hear him
Womax
lifting off.
and
Oh my Lord.
completely loses
Ollie's
control.
Completely,
And taking
on
his
a big
teammate.
contact, and he's taking out his teammate.
Oh my God, he killed his
Lord,
teammate.
Ollie takes out Michael Louis accidentally.
I think
And the
that
McLarens
that
have
is
had
that might win 2 awards. Might be clip of the season and also crash of the season because it's impressive to take out your teammate in that fashion. I don't even know what clip I've uploaded here. Oh yes, I remember this clip. Before we play it, can I get this unmuted? Why is it muted? I don't know how to unmute the clip. Why is it muted? Oh, here
Are we going to see an error race plate moment?
Oh no! I'm dead.
Nani, Quincy.
So, and Rio says, no, that is the perfect cutoff. Next we have Ledgeman in Qatar, who... I'm pretty sure every time I've watched this clip, I've wondered, did he get hit in the rear, or did he just boot the throttle?
Wants the ledger spin, or where the ledger spin?
I still don't even know what I did.
Because I remember it being like a weird spin.
I've got an email. I've got an email from AliExpress. Quick, your $1 million is waiting. Get in.
All right, so Rio can get us $1 million, and then we can put some nice graphics on the stream. Nice. Next clip is Ledgeman in Vegas. One of my personal faves as well.
Oh no.
Absolute beautiful overtake. Gets past the V-Carb, gets past the McLaren, forgets to turn in the wall.
No, I locked
and that is a beautiful overtake right there. Ollie Bean says strike. Yeah.
Some would say suboptimal.
Yeah, very suboptimal. But that is certainly up there. That goes in crash of the season as well. I think we can do 2 awards in one, as Sampus got a horrible start here in Zandvoort as Thori heads into turn 1, and I wonder is there anything else going to happen in this clip, or is that it? Oh, Ollie Bean sidewards.
Give him a pen. Give him a pen. He's over. Oh no.
And then nothing else happened.
Give him a pen. He was overtaken. Ghosted cars.
Next is Ledgeman in Imola, which I'm pretty sure it's just his POV of me being murdered, along with Aaron and Quincy, which I would say is a candidate for a crash of the season as well. Where there's 2 cars in the wall, and Ollie Bean's actually spun at turn 1 as well. I actually missed that because I was too busy crying about my own crash. I missed Ollie Bean spinning there.
No, I was actually the one to cause all of that. I just kept my mouth shut. If I'm being honest, it was my fault. I like cut over to the right and I pushed some people off. I didn't mean to. But no one reported me for it, so I just got away with it.
Well, Ollie Bean will have his season ban coming from next season. We'll review after the stream. But next clip
Quincy,
is
will he
Lanky
defend this? He won't defend
and
this. Lanky
Quincy.
to the inside, and we've got side-by-side action for the lead. And Lanky
I
can
feel
get
like
back
this was
the
supposed
lead.
to be an
But
overtake
Quincy
of the
with
season
old switcheroo
with
out of
Quincy
2,
with a switchback.
Into 4, we go with Quincy and Lanky side-by-side. The race leaders go. The men who started first and third.
That was overtake of the season clip, but they've put it in the wrong channel, so that may have cost Stephen massively here with that 10-second penalty, which he'll have to serve.
Watching Ollie Bean. That's a big mistake there from Ollie Bean, and Ollie Bean off in the wall. And
surfing on the curb, as one tends to do in...
I will pay you for Zandvoort not to be on the calendar next season, please.
Oh, that makes me want to put it on more. I'm pretty sure I have some of the. I have like an 8-round calendar and a 12-round calendar assembled. So hopefully EA let us know whenever the new season or whenever their new game / DLC is going to be, so then we can work around it.
Coming literally this week, the news.
Yeah, I'm hoping it does, so then I can plan the calendar around whenever the release date is.
When is the new season?
And then this is again in the wrong channel. That clip's from a different league.
Reserve Red Bull for this evening is Ollie now in the rear of all Max.
This is the Ollie clip from earlier. What
If
is
people don't know the
Craig?
difference between clip of the season and overtake of the season.
Clearly. This is Craig. And what I have seen this clip before. But what's funny about this clip is you don't even see how bad it truly is. Craig hits the grass, goes deep, off in the gravel.
Oh yeah.
And then decides to rejoin the racing line, gets killed, but you also don't see that he killed a Ferrari in that as well at Parabolica. I honestly think that is up there with the crash of the season. If only we had Dub's POV from that, we might be able to put that in crash of the season. But
As the yellow
this
flag
clip
is
is
out and
from season 5, so unfortunately won't make it, but it's a lovely clip. It is one of my favourites. Paige hitting the wall as Northey was doing a wee bit of a reversing manoeuvre.
Runs in the family.
Oh, Ollie Bean. Oh, I think we might have a winner for Crash of the Season.
Oh, no.
Ollie Bean
Oh, no.
murders cause. Turn one.
Oh no.
He taking tips from Zampa.
Oh. If we had Zampa's on board, it would be up there for Crash of the Season, because Zampa's was also terrible. But that is good, very good.
We need Ollie Bean's
Right,
rating.
Perfect drift.
Oh, who said
We
that?
need Crash out of the season.
Drift,
We need Crash
drift
out
of the season.
Michael Louis
Drift of
behind
the
me.
season. Oh, my wheel's just disconnected.
And then Nissa's wheel disconnecting, pretty handy. But I think that's all the clips we
Perfect
have.
drift of the season.
Just wanted to stop with style.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to point out the overtake of the season poll isn't completely level between four different clips. So I'm gonna definitely need to ping later for that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let's see what is going to be emu moment of the season. Let us look through it. I'm gonna put up the poll now. Where are we?
Ollie Bean's murder.
So
If only Ollie Bean's
I am
crash out
stupid.
with him.
Ollie Bean
I am stupid.
murders COD.
Arrow, can I make a couple late submissions?
It'll have to be. Well, you've missed it because I'm writing in the poll right now. Ollie Bean murders COD. Ollie kills teammate. What is another funny one?
No, don't put it on Instagram, for fuck's sake.
Arrow crash. Canada.
There you go.
Ledgeman in Vegas. That's got to be up there.
Oh, Ledgeman in
There's a
Vegas
clip.
is a very good one. I think I'm going to combine. Emu Moment is going to fit into Crash of the season because I just feel like they're the same thing at this point.
Arrow, take a look in clip of the season.
Oh, Rio, no.
Let's see what we've missed here.
Rio, no.
Let's see if this gets into the poll. Oh, it's the 3 Ollie Bean crash outs. I wonder.
No, part 1 is the last one.
Let me just go on to the Way of Fun account and we can all watch them in quick succession. We've got part 1.
Quincy, oh my god, Quincy just did a madness.
I know we tried to power
Quincy!
it outside and I don't know.
I'm around the out! No. I've just got I've just picked up a penalty because Quincy pushed me off. And now Nuki's got Ah! No!
I had front row seats of many more crashes that would never sent.
You mug! How could you do that to me?
There was at least like 3 a race, or the average
Coming
race.
out of the chicane, right?
No, do you know what, when things aren't going my way, I do throw a right paddy.
Quincy, Nuki's actually slammed his fucking brake. No!
Imola, you had a very big one. For me, but
That's it.
things
Coming
were
out of the
thrown.
chicane, right?
I absolutely love part 2 because it just ends in no guy.
Bro, this leader, I don't know who it is.
Okay, mate, don't
I'm sorry, Joe. I fucking give up, bro.
And then part 3 is just him beating the shit out of something.
Bro,
I think he's kicking something.
I'm punching and kicking my wheel.
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening. I thought you were like kicking something on your wheel. But I've
Speaking of
that.
Nuki, he's currently in the chat.
Nuki! Hi, Nuki's just gone, Nuki!
That should be a sound alert.
Nis has put in him doing donuts, so that's incredibly mid and not worthy. What have we missed out of this poll? I think we've got 5 solid clips
Please
there.
put the Ollie Bean Part 2 crash out.
Oh, I've just put in Ollie Bean crash out in Belgium, just collectively. If we had Dubs POV, it would definitely be in here, but we don't have Dubs POV, so you don't even see how bad that rejoin is. What else is worthy here? I think we'll put in Imola turn 1. So I think Emu moment of the season is really just going to be collective with crash out of the season, because they're basically the same thing. The only one that isn't really crashing is the Ollie Bean crash outs, but in each clip he kind of does crash. So I think it does count at the same time.
The more I watch them, the more I just realise the part 2 and 3 are just my fault. I'm still getting mad. It's great.
I'm trying to think what is the funniest one out of all those.
You posted the vote?
I have posted the vote in clip of the season. For those of you in the stream, go to clip of the season to vote for your answer. Oh, what is the funniest one? I think Ollie killing Michael is really the funniest one, because it's so it is hilarious how he was able to do that.
I just find it funny someone beating the shit out of their rig.
I would like to vote for myself, but I'll not do that.
I don't know who to vote for.
But we'll work out. As Nis has put in a clip of Zampa scoring a corner.
Absolute cinema.
Very relevant to the clips. But now I'm going to look quickly. What have we missed? You know what could be clip of the season is Craig's miss. Someone find that.
I'll find it.
Now we're going to move on to race of the season. I think now is a good time to just even look through the results. Tier 1, there wasn't anything too out of the blue. Rio got...
China. The opening stage in China was good. Not China. Brazil.
Rio snuck in a couple of wins, although they were via penalties, so they weren't amazing. But I think Tier 2 is where it was full of one. We'll start with Tier 3. I think Dobo...
Tier 3 started with peak.
Dobo up 10 places at the start of the season. China was an absolutely insane start to the season. And the fact Dobo ended up winning that opener in... Or this, not China, this is Britain, Silverstone. The fact that Dobo was able to win this race was very insane. His teammate Infrajack was about to win, and then I believe he ran out of fuel on the final lap as well. So just the amount of things that happened there in order for that to happen was mental. I think MQK in Australia, that was a good win. Nuki Boy in Brazil up 9 places was a very notable win. And then I think every other wins were pretty much
mid.
Pretty much just it was coming. We've opened Steam. GM's up 5 places in Belgium.
Hang on, what was that game?
I don't know. I think that was just the Steam homepage. To be fair, James, I don't know if he had any polls this season, but still was by far and away the most consistent driver in Tier 3. But I think Tier 2 is really where the special races were. For those of you who didn't watch Tier 2 this season, there were 9 different winners, so it was a bit of a sensational season. One of the most competitive seasons we've ever really had in the league. Scones wins the opener in an absolutely dramatic race. It was filled with... it was also added with a visual glitch at the end where you have the dry... It looks like a dry track, but it was not dry, which is why you've seen me do 30 stints on the dry tyres. Meanwhile, Scones and Arn, or P1 and P2, have just gone inter. But Scones winning in China is definitely one of the big candidates. Brahms winning up 15 places in Miami. Absolutely sensational drive from Brahms. Started P16, won in Miami. Who is next on the candidates? I believe Codomatic may be next. Who
did you get Code's last of first?
That will be one of the candidates. We've got James, Tier 3 driver, winning in Baku, doing a 2-stop. That was an impressive drive. El Pratt, another Tier 3 driver, although he won from pole, so it just seems El Pratt has that pace. Codomatic winning last of first in Spa. Absolutely sensational drive. But Codomatic definitely one of the candidates. No Danger David up 1 in Italy. But MB, Tier 3 driver, up 10 places in Silverstone. I think, honestly, MB's might be my favourite. And also, he was on the older tyres. If you look around him, a couple of drivers behind him had better hard tyres by 3 laps, and he was still able to defend until the end. MB, I think, is my winner. But I'll put the vote up now, and you can all decide, as Craig says, don't put the missed goal in. But we'll go for Dobo. Tier 3 round 1. Was there any more Tier 3 candidates? I don't believe so. Yeah, I don't really believe there's anyone Tier 3. Scones, Tier 2 round 1. Oh, this is not race of the season. This is a unexpected winner. Or surprise winner. Then we'll have Brahms in Miami. Next is...
Where have you put it?
I've not put the poll out yet. Jameson back.
Look in overtake of the season quick. Once you've posted it.
I shall. Coda in Belgium. And MB in Britain.
Rio, what is that? What even is that?
Tier 3. And
funny.
MB's getting my vote for surprise winner of the season, as someone signed up there. Overtake the season is of Minecraft Villager. Interesting. But those of you in the stream, there's another surprise winner of the season vote. I believe next vote. I'll
find a list.
We'll go for most improved driver of the season. Now,
let's view that clip that is hanging just there.
Before we move on, we will look at this clip. Now, for those of you who haven't seen, really brace yourselves. That's it.
So you.
Oh, Craig!
So, for those of you who hadn't seen that clip before, that really was something. Really was. But our next will be most improved driver of the season. We'll look at the standings to give you a bit of a view. Now, I think the best indicator is how much points they've improved year on year, if they've improved in a tier. I think notable drivers in tier 1 would probably be Ty, Clear, TJ, up from tier 2, doing pretty well. And I think that's all the tier 1 candidates. Is probably those two. What's the what about?
What about me? I got my first 2 wins.
But you finished behind Hemi Dimes because he's a better driver. So get good.
No, do not even. No.
Anyway, tier 2. Who is the most improved in tier 2? You know, I'm trying to think who has improved. Clearly the opposite. But who could I really say has improved the most? Scones, I think, is a good candidate. Scones is a good candidate, and
his win was his only podium.
But still, he finished P8 in the championship. And he only, if he didn't have such a shitty end of the season, he could have finished P5. I think he lost 3 places in the final race. So I think
who's that? Who's the mug in P7?
That's No.
Who's the mug in P19?
I've already clicked off the screen, so no one can see what that is. I'm gonna quickly look at season 5 and see who's where. You've got R1P4 in season 5. Oh Jesus! How the mighty have fallen.
I didn't even race this. I commentated this.
Yeah. So why would you be most improved when you weren't even here?
Look at season 4.
Let's see, season 4. Oh, look at that, lads. Oh. That's what you like to see right there, lads. Shall we go back, lads? Shall we go back?
2 seasons later, he's now basically lost in tier 2.
No, didn't happen. Anyway, so
you just didn't look at season 4 for what he was looking for.
Ty and I didn't look at all. Anyway, so Ty and TJ were tier 2, moved up. Ollie Bean was P13, moved up to P7. Who else was notable?
Ollie Bean just
Zampa went from 10th to 5th. Fakiri, who is now known as L Pratt / DZ Racer, went down to tier 3 because he moved to Wheel. And honestly, I think DZ Racer is one of my favourites for improvement of the season, because we did see him come on in strides, and his pace has, I'd say, shot up out of the most. Has appeared in some tier 1 races and has been very strong qualifying.
Imola will not be forgotten.
We've got Ledgeman in P15 in tier 2 last season. I wonder, where did he end in tier 2 this season?
I got my P13 stolen final race.
But you did improve by a position in the standings, so you did improve.
Still got relegated.
But yeah, relegation is coming, unfortunately.
You did 10 races last season, Ellis, and you DNF'd in 4 of them.
Improvements anyway.
But I'll have a quick look at tier 3 again. So we've got L Pratt, who's a candidate for improvement of the season. I think it comes down.
Breaking news: Iran's supreme leader has been killed.
It's not really breaking because that happened yesterday. So you're.
Oh, it's 1 day ago. Shit.
You're struggling.
It's already in the Zampa news, so.
You're struggling. You're struggling in your journalism. Improved driver of the season. I think the candidates are going to be Scones, Ollie Bean, and DZ Racer. Because Ollie Bean, I do think your pace has improved substantially. You were threatening for podiums. It's unfortunately you weren't able to get onto the podium, but I think last season last season you weren't really sniffing around the podium, but then all this season you were threatening throughout. I thought if you were able to just keep out of the penalties, etc., you would have had some podiums. So I think that was the only thing you're missing. Is there any other TJ? Improved drivers? Oh yes, we've got Ty, Claire, and TJ. Good candidates as well.
TJ got his first podium.
Reports suggest Xbox could be entering a major transition. What
genders are going to be now? But yeah, I think that's all our candidates for improved driver. I'll post that now. my pick is going to be DZ Racer. Just to think, he started on wheel like me, but unlike me, he has found immense pace. Meanwhile, I have been stinking up the gaff. We're gonna get
Going backwards.
we're gonna get where I finished in the standings off the screen. Next,
P19.
I think we're gonna go for driver of the season. Now, this is a bit of a contentious one because driver of the season, what could that mean?
There could only be one. Could only be one driver.
It could only be Cookie.
It could only be Nisev.
So I think driver of the season. Well, I don't even know if I should be.
It should be between the champions.
Yeah. How?
Hold on.
You know what? I agree with that, Ray. We'll do that. Driver of the season will be. How dominant were they in their respective tiers?
I mean, I'm
dominance and James, surely.
And
I'm basing it from that and cleanness.
Yeah, I think James was by far and away the most dominant out of our champions. James had the championship wrapped up.
Nuki Lad says driver of the season MB. So little racist 70 points.
Okay, Nuki, what about me?
Well,
you're mid.
Are you Nuki's brother? That's the real crux of the issue here.
I had 8 races. 8 fucking races. And I got P4 or P5.
And next, what we're going to go for is race of the season. I think race of the season is going to be the final thing that we decide. Okay. And the reason why I wanted to leave this last is because this might take us a while to find
every tier 2 race.
Which one to vote for? I wonder.
What's the next one?
Am I in the right season? I'm not even in the right season here. We're doing race of the season. So when
we did that?
No, we did surprise winner of the season.
Best race of the season, Tier 1 Brazil.
No, Bahrain.
And Brazil.
Australia. I'm gonna even look at the deltas to help us remember. Japan, Cookie wins by a pit stop. Of course,
mate.
Bahrain. Race of the season whenever you're a pit stop ahead of everyone else. Oh, so exciting.
No, but battles were everywhere, no?
Were they? Let's have a wee look. There was a battle for P4. There's a battle for P8. Or battle for P11.
I don't remember that was the fucking
battles.
Highlights.
There was battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th on the final lap.
And 8th and 9th and 10th.
Well, that'll be one of the candidates then. Tier 1 Bahrain.
Hold on, you can look at that like as a highlight of the highlights.
Oh yes, actually, I was gonna do that. But
oh, look at that!
I forgot to load it up prior.
Hey, let's bat again.
Is that me?
Just they absolutely love you over the week. We have fun TikTok. So first one, I'm just gonna open this so it's easier to find. First one will be Tier 1 Bahrain. Bahrain. I think thumbnail of the season has to be this one for those in the stream can see.
Oh yeah. Or
TJ.
Silverstone.
If someone had put a clip in of TJ's crash, that might have been crash of the season like that. I think that was a missed opportunity. But definitely thumbnail of the season is that one for me. There's no real other contenders. I think next one is Ollie been putting in the tier 2 Steward. That's up there, but I do think TJ would be the winner of the thumbnail season. There's another award I've just handed out. I don't even know who sent that one in. I think it was Rio.
Yeah, it was Rio.
So Rio can put that on his trophy cabinet. What other exciting races were there? Hungary was a bit of a contentious one and a bit of a mental one, with Cookie and Rio coming together into turn 1 and then Cookie being given a 20-second time penalty, which would hand Nisev another win. You had Rio after Cookie got another pen by the stewards. US of A, where Nis won despite his wheel disconnecting, and then Cookie winning the finale by 15 seconds.
Brazil has to be there.
Where's Brazil again?
It is below Batman. Well, Cookie won on track by over 20 seconds.
I'm trying to remember what even happened that race. Was there much battles? I don't really think Brazil was not there. The more I think about it,
Cookie winning by over 20 seconds, but then getting a 20-second penalty.
Oh no, that wasn't even Brazil. Well, he did get a 20-second penalty, but that was from him getting like pit lane speeding penalties, etc. Now China tier 2 up there with just absolute mentalness. That was definitely one of the candidates. Just at no point of the race could you have really predicted who was going to win. Even on the final lap, you couldn't even really guess that Scones was going to be the winner until he rounded the final corner. So I think big candidate there for race of the season was Scones in China. Qatar was a very good race when I did watch it back, although I tend to not watch races back whenever I'm spinning loads, so I don't really watch the tier 2 races back a lot, but I do remember watching Jamaican Jam, Dub, Craig all battling for the win. Zampa, Ollie Bean, Arn battling for some points as well. That was a good race.
Who was that guy in P19? That was a lap behind.
I don't know who that was. Brahms up in Miami. Now, Rio, I want your input on some of the tier 2 races because you were the commentator for these. So, do you have a personal favourite from tier 2? Rio's gone walkies. We'll come back to Rio later whenever he gets back from his walkies. But Quincy beating Lanky in Canada. I remember Lanky had a penalty, so Quincy just about got inside his 3-second threshold to win there, very close. In the end, we had Kodomatic winning in Singapore, very rainy Singapore. Another rainy win for Kodomatic, and it seemed like Kodomatic was the rainmaster this season. Mexico, another wet race. And that was really key to Kodomatic's season, those couple of wins. James winning in Baku was pretty dramatic, but trying to think. El Prat winning by a 10th ahead of Lanky. Very close. I think that came down to penalties as well. El Prat had 6 seconds. Lanky had no pens, but just about finished outside the threshold. Coda in Belgium. Now I do remember Kodomatic and MB battling to the line, and there was a 10th in it as well. It was a very good race as well. Nate Adrian David in Italy. I think there was a late safety car that added some drama to that. MB in Silverstone. I think Silverstone definitely one of the candidates because it was an absolutely sensational championship battle between Kodomatic and Brahms, and the drama in the last 3 laps, unbelievable. I think this is probably my personal favourite. Also, 3 reserves from tier 3 on the podium, bit mental in tier 2, and then in tier 3 we've got Silverstone had a very dramatic ending. Dubo in the end would win, and then James would win pretty much religiously for quite a while. Then El Prat would pick up his first win, aka DZ Racer. MQK won in what I believe was a pretty interesting Australian Grand Prix. James crossed the line first, but because of his 3-second time penalty, that win was handed to MQK. Nuki Boy, his first win in Brazil, and that was definitely more of an exciting battle than the tier 1 Brazil one, because that was an actual battle on track between Nuki and Few. Few in Kota was pretty much standard. The same with Bahrain. It was just a pit stop phase kind of race. El Prat in Qatar just no one really had the pace of him. But that's all the candidates here, I think.
RJ absolutely carried to a Constructors' Championship.
RJ just showing his absolute skill, helping Ferrari win the title. So I think the candidates for race of the season will be the Tier 3 round 1, and then pretty much every Tier 2 round. Because we're going to do Scones, China round 1. Who else is available here? Or not even available, but who is another candidate? Now see, this is why, because I don't really remember Miami. I don't remember Bram, because I didn't, again, anytime I have a shit race, I don't really want to watch the race back. So I don't remember Brahms having this sensational drive that I would need Rio here to talk about.
He's in wheelchair. That's impressive enough.
If anyone wants to ping Rio to get his opinion back before we put this poll out, because maybe he's went to the
let's view the highlights.
Maybe he's went to the toilet. But yeah, actually, that's a good point. We'll do that. Why?
I think like the leaders took themselves out, and then I ended up boxing, and when I shouldn't have, and Brahms was just cutting through everybody and just won.
You have reminded me.
He won by like a substantial margin as well.
Did he?
Pretty sure
no,
he
won.
did.
He won by a second over Quincy.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cause I completely forgot because he had a margin on me. So
we've got. We're gonna get a couple of the Tier 2 rounds in here. Tier 2, round 1, 2, and 3. Did anything happen round 4? I think China was a bit mental, but I don't think it was a candidate. Singapore was a bit mental, but not a candidate. Vegas. I don't really know. Mexico, potentially. Baku, don't think so. Imola, don't think so. Belgium was a candidate. Monza, was Monza a candidate? I don't think. Did Tier 1 do Monza?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Last season, if there was a race of the season vote, I think Monza last season would have won it. But
have a highlight of it then.
If you want to find a clip, you can. But let me write all these down. So what I've got is Bahrain, Jam, Tier 2, round 2. I must write the tracks as well so people realise which, so it helps them remember.
A track Flascons on.
So there's Tier 1.
Ledgeman, you're currently winning the Overtake of the Season poll right now.
That's why I had the goat.
Imagine the scenes. Ledgeman is overtake the season.
My one good move out of all 12 rounds.
So we've got Tier 1 China, Tier 2 Brahms, Tier 2 round 3 Miami,
I'll put it in general or in chat.
and then Code, Tier 2 round 10 Belgium, and I'm trying to think, was there any like Tier 1 races that was actually like
Bahrain
crazy? I mean, whenever it's a two-way fight for the lead, I mean, I'm starting to, you know.
It wasn't just a fight with me and Cookie. It was just like battles were
I know,
everywhere.
I know, but like, if you're trying to argue Bahrain, I just think of Britain in tier 2, and it doesn't even come close, you know.
Let's just have a look at the highlights for that pick.
Round. The highlights will be a good indicator. We've got Britain. And before I put the poll out, I'm just gonna look at whatever clip was sent by. Is it in the chat? Where is it?
Yeah, it's chat.
Oh yeah.
But
No. I'm just gonna even skip to the last couple of minutes.
May win this race. Around the outside of Parabolica.
If we can get onto the safety car, this is
No ERS, so it will be hard. But Kenzie is literally touching.
God, how long of a clip was the final clip?
Kenzie, I think is.
It was that. It was that epic.
Yeah. So.
Kenzie
half
has gone,
of the highlight video is the final 2
Star
laps.
doesn't get as good as
That's
Star
how
would like.
highlights the final 2 laps were.
Kenzie
So
here is going into the
Kenzie
first
and
corner.
Nis
Let's see
battled
who
into
will get on
turn
top.
1.
This is
There's
going to go round the
Star,
outside into
Cookie,
the first
Michael
corner.
Louis,
Is this going
Kevin
to be chaos?
Cal, battling Jenga Boy, WHFR, some fraud in P8.
Corner, but then he has to leave space for Nissan on the
Nis
inside.
and-
It's a
and
still
Kenzie.
side by side.
And I
going
remember
around
Kenzie
the long
left the
right-hander
server
now.
after
Let's see
the
what
move
happens.
from Cookie into
Both of them
turn 1
using their
here,
ERS on the match.
which
He shit the bed.
Entertaining.
At
Star
the
is
same
going to try
time, though,
and
it
get involved
was like
here as
it
Jenga
wasn't.
Boy gets past Kevin. As Kenzie is still
Even if
going
it
to go round
was
the
pen
outside
worthy,
of
all you
Nissan.
do
There's
is
gonna be contact.
here,
Kenzie still
stewards,
gets
can you
that
give this
position.
guy a pen?
Now Star is really close
But
to
he
the
didn't
back
even want
as Kenzie
to
tries
argue
to,
with the stewards. He just says, "I'm gonna
put
leave."
away a gap now.
Yeah,
That is what annoys me a lot about whenever drivers complain about driving standards and then they do not report incidents and they're like, well, are they magically going to get better?
Kenzie is literally
Or
pushing,
are you going to do something about it?
No, sorry, Nissev's pushing Kenzie through the corner. They're going to go down the inside of the Scary chicane as there is contact.
But this bit of contact with Kenzie, Star and the Cyber getting through.
Does not get
Bit
the
more
move.
contact. Cookie through on the inside of Star, I believe.
That means Kenzie might win
Or no,
this
they're
race.
still
He
side by
is a
side.
bit
Star
far in
goes around the
front.
outside
Star's
of
going to
Nis.
go around the outside of Parabolica. Will he make it stick?
And then I think Cookie
Won't, but that
creeps
means
through on the
Nissev's
inside
got
of
a little
Star
bit
here.
wide as Kenzie's trying to get the inside, but Cookie's on the inside of Star. Star's going to lose position
And
to Cookie
on the
as he's
final
trying to
lap,
get past Nissev.
what
DRS is
absolute
now
cinema
enabled.
down into turn 1.
It's on their mediums where Star's on them softs. Star has used all his ERS as Nissa's going to
Kenzie defending.
around the
Cookie goes for the
inside. As it's
inside.
3 wide in the first corner.
And then
It's 3
Kenzie
wide
off in the grass,
chicane.
puts the
Kenzie's gone
throttle,
wide. He's lost 2
and
positions.
then
Star is going to go around the outside.
Cookie
Oh my
somehow,
God.
by a miracle,
Cookie
through in
Boss is
P2.
now into second. What is going on?
A
lot.
We're about to vote for race of the season, and while we wait for you to come back, we're watching
Oh, Kenzie has got past
Monza
Jenga Boy
from
as he's dropped back
last
in the
season,
field.
which I would say
Star
was
is
the
still
race
in
of the
third. He
season.
has done really well to
in
try
season
and get back into this
5.
race. It's the final lap of the race. Nissev is out in
And
front
what's
of
crazy
Racing
about this
Bulls.
race is
Can
even though we've
Cookie
seen so
Star,
much drama
Michael even, can
on
they
these 2
catch?
laps, it's still not over because
is
Cookie
using
has
all
an
of his ERS
opportunity
possible. DRS
to get
in
the
this
win here
final
on
part of
Nis
the
as
track.
well.
Into the Ascari chicane.
Who's the
Can
fraud in
Cookie
P1?
gain enough time to pass
Oh, who's the fraud? Oh, yeah.
Let's see. This goes a little bit
It's-
wide there, but he
it's
does not
fraud in
care.
P7.
He probably has warnings in the bank.
penalty.
Cookie is using all of his ERS on Nissev.
Well, at
Let's
least
see
I'm
what he
ahead
can
of
do, but
F1
I'm
line,
sure
you know.
Nissev will win this. Star will be in third. As they are going side.
But
Oh my God!
round the final
that was
corner,
very
Nis losing
close.
the rear a bit.
Nissev comes across the
And
line.
Cookie
This is going to go side by side across the
trying
line.
to find a way through at the line, but
Cookie
just
side by side. He cannot get in front of
half
Nissev. It's 500
tenth
difference.
in it,
Star in
and
third. Michael
Arrow
in fourth.
drops down
Payals
to
gets
P
past. Oh my
fucking
God! What is going on?
12 because he has a 3-second penalty.
It's a fucking fraud.
Absolute. Anyway, that was last season's winner, basically. China.
Here we go.
I'm
Right.
not going to sit through all these. I'm going
China.
to skip through these
Oh,
to show you
Go,
some of the
go,
drama.
and John Lewis
Turn
hat full of
1,
places, as well as
everyone
Aston
going
Martin
off a
with
bit
Ellis. Ellis
in the
with his hand
background.
places
No
his
one
hand over
knows how to
fifth.
drive,
Side by
especially
side we go
the guy in
with
P14 in the
Mercedes
Ferrari.
of that. I think it's Mercedes elect. Start leads by
But
one.
also, before I even move on for all these clips, we've got one tier 3 candidate here, and how many? Is it 5 tier 2 candidates? Now, Rio, you commented tier 2 all season, so I wanted to get your input on what did you think was the best tier 2 race of the season?
I can't remember half of them.
Great input. Now let's move on to watching clips again.
Flying away on the power and the exit, and Zampa
Qatar
is
was
now
shit.
wheel to wheel.
Miami was there. Canada was shit. Singapore was there.
For those of you who haven't voted for Scones for surprise winner yet, or you voted for someone else, I know I voted for MB, so this may be a bit ironic, but Scones on lap 2 here is in P12.
Williams, but then in the second phase of the power
in China as Sluskharn.
He was battling with Ledgeman
or
came back on one.
Zampa and Brahms battling for P2.
Already,
Scones is battling with
by
Ledgeman.
the McLaren, and does this allow Jack on the inside? It will then switch to the outside.
And,
well, no, the China race was boring for them. Like there was like 16 laps of Jack.
And Lanky has to just
back down. I did alright.
Trying to defend.
Did I say your name specifically? New.
Well,
no, but I'm lumped in there.
Oh, it was entertaining, mostly, because we saw arrows spin about 16 times.
Lanky's now going through the exit. On the exit of turn number 2. Down towards the heaven we go once again. Lanky is going to gain, and he's going to pull out to the inside line.
Trying
to defend this on the inside.
About a whole race in terms of action.
Zampa.
Maybe Spa.
Yeah.
Spa or Singapore was actually quite fun.
Arrow doesn't by his team, or is he? Arrow's going to keep it.
But
you know.
I think if we remember back to
finally having to concede the place,
China Tier 2,
now Lanky is under pressure.
The Mercedes were nailed on for 1-2, Sluskharn and Lanky nailed on, and then they both boxed for dry tyres, a bit like myself, because the track did look dry, but it turned out to not be, so they both threw away a 1-2, and in the end, Scones went on to win after staying out in the inters. Absolute cinema. Bahrain.
So we will have the 5 red lights on.
A bit of a mental start to the race, need I remind you.
And they're out after a long wait, and the Sev gets a great start down into turn 1, and the Sev straight off into the lead.
Flying on the inside.
And we've certainly not missed this season. Is Cookie going to try and pick around the outside of the Sev? Side by side, they go through turn 1 and 2, and Cookie trying to get back through again as he crunches the Sev off the track, and Seth's going to try and get through. On the outside is Cookie, pushing Seth to the outside.
Then he sees he's going for it, then Rio dives it into the lead. As I am also dying in the country box.
And Cookie still battling with the Sev. Rio Harris
I remember I was so sick this weekend.
He goes with Cookie as
in the background both V-carbs crash into each other.
With the V-carb driver Sluskharn down and around as Rio back up into P2 with Seth involved here as well.
Seth gets back through Rio.
And Seth Biden the Sev getting through on Gordon now looking down the inside of Rio Harris and the Sev up into P3 and he's going to look to
this is before this
may even look down the inside and he does, but has he got too late in the brakes? Very late in the brakes this time, but just about Liam. As Gordon around the outside, Rio
they're having a little
pushing him off the track. Gordon for a lot of contact between Rio and Gordon, as I'm sure the stewards will be. But interesting to see for a hilarious driver. It's a drag race out of turn 4.
Nis was going for the one stop
on
here,
the fresh hard tire,
and Cookie was going for the 2.
As Ollie with a very late dive on the through on both of them as Franz. As fair now on the rear,
Mallard. There actually is a lot of
turn 11
through here.
Franz get all.
We're not even a quarter of the way through, and there's still a lot of moves.
A 3-second penalty for Franz Herman after a little bit of a mistake from Mallard. As Franz now going to try and dive it through at turn 4. And dives later than the Red Bull, but Red Bull with a lovely switchback potentially on the cards, and Mallard with one of the moves of the season. What a switchback! And Franz Herman's going to need a new pair of...
That Mallard move could have been overtaken this season, wasn't put in.
Yeah, because
there was some decent action towards like the last stage of the race.
Because it was so early in the season.
Socks! God! Holy switch!
And then
dives on the inside of turn 10.
Mallard switched him again.
Oh my God! Oh, he's gonna need new socks again.
And I am very vocal. I'm losing it.
On the outside of Franz Herman. Ollie switches to the inside as Franz gonna go defensive. And Franz just about hold.
You know, now that I'm remembering this race, I'm like, God, there is a whole lot of battles here.
Bumping and barging from Franz Herman on the rear of Mallard. And now Mallard without DRS going to lose out to Ollie as well, which I'm sure the stewards may not look too kind.
great battles.
And Ollie also did down the inside of Franz Herman. Franz with a switchback though. Can he get it to stick? Around turn 2 and Franz with a lovely switchback.
And
the Cyber and Rio through on the
Max.
Cyber.
What else do we have here?
With the as Mallard still has DRS going to look to defend, but doesn't know.
Let us see. To be fair, there's a very long highlights video. It's a 13-minute highlight video. Like there's a lot of moves.
As Mallard breaks
and the battle between Nis and Cookie
up to
started.
turn 4. Cookie goes defensive to the inside of turn 4, and Nis is going to pick the outside. He's going to try and send it around the outside between Cookie and the Red Bull.
Very impressive.
Cookie
to keep battling
breaks later at turn 4.
Goes
Goes up as Mallard and Ty Clear battling here. As Mallard into the rear of Ty. As Ty now up into P8. And Mallard.
Oh my days.
Who look to potentially.
Sorry, what?
Like there are like 3 battles going on at the same
here
time.
with that time penalty. Still keeping him keen as Gordon dives down the inside of
Gordon
turn 4.
And Seth battling for P3 as well.
We weren't seeing that coming, and didn't Seth see it coming as they battle round again.
I think they might crash here, yeah. Seth contact with Gordon on the third final lap.
With Seth, and now Gordon is going to have Rio
and Pio Paris,
which I'm sure is not what
being gifted another position.
Race is banging, retires in the pit lane. Side takes the lead of the race here on the stake here. Meanwhile, the save on the inside takes the lead of the race here on the penultimate lap. The save there.
You can watch a bit as well. I think you get
gonna go to the outside of Rio Harris as Rio Harris goes defensive.
And,
Gordon looking for the switchback.
Gordon trying to switch back Rio, but I think Gordon gets a position anyway because of the penalty.
On Michael Louis. Or Mallard. Oh, they're DRS chicken! DRS chicken on the final lap! Nasev, does he have it?
I think we'll let the final lap play out, but this race was a whole lot better than I remember.
Does he have the DRS open? He does! As we head down the main straight in the final lap, Nasev gonna pull to the inside! And on the inside, can the Mercedes get ahead of Cookie as Cookie dives around the outside! Side by side they go, and Nasev gets through on Cookie as Cookie trying to force his way back through again! As we head out of turn 4 and Cookie with a massive slip of the rear. Oh my god, this race has been absolute cinema. Has Nasev done enough here to win it here? Will he go for a late send into turn 4? Goes round the outside of Rio Harris. Side by side these drivers go, but Rio keeps it ahead. We've got Liam on the rear of Ty Clear as we head down to turn 1. As Ty might even go for a send on Mallard. Goes defensive, unable to get ahead. Meanwhile, Cookie out of turn.
I love to see Ty tap the rear of Mallard, and then I'm like, I'm just going to skip back up the lead here.
Through the penultimate corner, Cookie needs to nail his exit. He's not got the best of exits. Back on the throttle again he goes. But is it enough?
Liam gets through on tyres. We're not even watching because we're too busy focused on the lead.
Done enough here in Bahrain. As we round the final corner, Cookie late on the brakes. But has he got enough of the tank? I don't think he does. And Nasev, on his first race of the season, will win here in Bahrain.
I was saying this is first race of the season, and it was it round 1? Oh, this is round 3. I thought it was round 1 for a second there. Yeah, but Bahrain definitely counted.
Can we watch Brazil again?
Huh?
I reckon Brazil should be there.
Tier 1?
Yeah.
Back 9 for the high grip, and we know that's
we'll see.
Go second as the wide as Arrow at the Ferrari.
We've got
down towards
Qatar,
16, and there is some swapping around in this section of race for Jack and Zach.
I think if I remember, there was a lot of battles.
19 P18, it will be P18.
Was I on board with you spun?
Of the middle section spins round.
Oh, that's
where I let Arrow go.
Now Arrow cutting that inside corner as Arrow spins round on the probably.
So great spin there as
the Ferrari driver making a kick.
Oh, what's happening in the background? Oh, there's the Mercedes off.
Stages, yellow flags
I will say a very unfortunate season for Sluskar, and he was great in qualifying at the start of the season, just didn't have the consistency in the races.
Go to defend this, and the Ferrari's diving on the inside of the Alpine side by side to the top two in the racetrack. Towards turn 2 we go now. Jamaican Jam will hold it on the inside.
Battled very hard throughout the race.
And he has to down towards turn number 1.
And
Ferrari,
unfortunately, Dub did not have any wins this season, but he was very close in a couple of times.
And he's got one
Qatar definitely one of the times
gaining on Ollie
opportunity was
he
on.
pulls out to the inside, and Craig Conley, who we thought might have been out of contention after getting undercut, is looking to fire. Ollie Bean and Craig Conley on the inside.
Craig gets through and Ollie Bean, absolute scenes. But I do think Craig does catch up. Yeah, Craig gets... Dub and Jam come together.
And they are both sent drifting around.
And both have a half spin that allows Craig back into the battle. Ollie Bean's there. See, this is why I did put you as a candidate, Ollie Bean, for improving driver of the season, because you're up in the podium battle, but you have like 900 seconds penalties. So it's like, if you didn't have all those time penalties, then you're genuinely in the battle for the win here. You know?
I've got the pace, just consistency. Not great there.
You just need to just make sure that you keep it in the white lines, and then
out of the final corner, the stars will be shining for the
but then I think Craig, I think what happened is Craig and Ollie both got ahead of Dub, and then they both had penalties, so it essentially made best Dub could do was
P2. P3. I'm 9 seconds in front, and I dropped to like P6.
Where will he drop down to?
Oh, like there's such a gap, and you've dropped in a piece. Dearie me.
Oh, Nelly.
Now, Miami was a race I was like, I don't even really remember, and this is why I was hoping Rio would give us some input. What happened in Miami?
Grand Prix is going.
I can't remember who it was, but someone was driving like an absolute
prat.
Slush
are going in towards turn number 1, and Slush leads from Quincy into the McLaren side by side
in his own world.
I actually had a really good start to the race, and then like lap 4 or something I spin, and then
the Mickey Mouse, the twist and turns the second one.
Before I move on, I'm going to turn the settings up. Dear Lord, what are we watching this in?
Ollie, did you get a double overtake in this race?
Yeah, but it was more of, I was looking at the Red Bull and completely missed my braking point, and I had to slam it on, and I slowed down, and ended up taking a double overtake.
Absolute cinema.
Oh, and Ledgeman's gone off. Oh, we're a pair, aren't we?
Oh, lads, watch this overtake. Does Rio catch it, please? He does. Oh, yes. Arrow charge. Oh, he's swapped off. Swapped back on again.
Towards the heavy braking zone in sector 2, the first.
You can still see me in the distance.
Underbraking in
absolute sand on Ledgeman boots the throttle, and so does Al Pratt in the background.
Makes up another
one of my only good moves of the season.
Ferrari sandwich.
Ledgeman, you were fucking Arrow over the whole season.
Arrow can't catch me every time. He was just
because what would happen is I would be behind Ledgeman, and then he would boot the throttle, and I would have to avoid this half spinning car ahead of me and just absolutely shit myself. Because I'm trying to avoid spinning myself, and then I see a car that's like fucking loosey-goosey everywhere.
What is that strategy?
But Slushcorn breaks DRS early on, but then spins.
Oh, Slushcorn is round.
As he did a couple times this season, unfortunately. So Slushcorn probably should have had a win this season in Tier 2.
Now we go side by side.
Unfortunately, did not.
Now he's gaining on the win.
But
how is this mugging people?
I would love to have Slushcorn back next season, because he deserves a win for sure, and hopefully he can get one next season.
But Aaron is gaining on the McLaren. He's going to look to the inside, but maybe just lifts off to try and save some more.
Aaron battled over the win with Quincy, but in the end, where's Brahms? Now Brahms has somehow made his way up to P5 in all this kerfuffle, but
yeah, I held him for a long time as well.
He
overtook me like off track,
McLaren pulls out to the inside, and the McLaren can
I switched back to him, and then I held him there for a while.
You should have reported him.
Time he's to the inside.
Well, no, because I broke his ankles, I didn't feel it was necessary.
Now under pressure from the McLaren as towards the
it's crazy. The story of this race is Quincy and Aaron battling, and then Brahms is not even really in the picture, and he still finds a way.
That Hassel will go, and
because I think Brahms and Quincy come together here.
5th place, if he can make it slip, but James is there.
Or not even Brahms. Aaron and Quincy do come together at some point.
Thank you very much.
And yes, it is this point. Lap 10.
What has happened out front? The top 2.
Yeah, both leaders come together.
We switch to
and it's moments like that are big in the championship, because you think if Quincy had a 1 here in Miami, he'd be a lot closer in the championship.
Oh, here comes Ollie B.
Why is Quincy in the McLaren?
And Ollie Bean
to the
in
inside
the...
of the Sauber,
Why is who in
and
the
Ollie
what?
Bean to the lead.
I've Quincy
of the
in
Miami
McLaren.
Grand Prix.
Oh, this was when
Sauber
Quincy
up
had
in the
just
second,
joined, so
James up in the
Quincy
first,
joined a bit
Brams
late
coming
in the
back,
season, so
and the Haas
he was a
is
reserve.
running outside. Brams will go. The Haas
And
will
then
drive on the
joined,
inside, locked up by Brams.
Haas.
Have got a chance to get a win this
Because we have
season.
James
On the
and
inside,
Coda in the
Brams goes
Haas, and there's
really deep,
Brams
though,
getting his
and
ankles
allows
broken
the Haas back through,
by
and
James.
for the second time
So Brams
this
must have got his
race
ankles broken
into the pit
twice
lane
in this
goes
race and
Brams,
still
the
won.
second time, as here he making his way down the long straight.
It is in the
It's
highlights
Quincy and
somewhere of
Cody
him
Massey going
overtaking
side by
me
side.
off track. And then
Get
back.
A short view of back
Exact
to the
same time.
past.
And
Look how slow Jamaica Jam was on the exit of the
Ollie
corner.
Bean
Ollie
battling
Bean
with Jam.
shoving the Alpine
Little
through.
bit
He
of- little bit of
continues to
tap.
hit the rear as towards turn 1 we
Oh,
go.
I'm sorry,
When
getting
Ollie
got
Bean
away.
is through,
Ollie
he's
Bean
in
around the
fifth
outside.
place as James
Like 30
will
seconds
rejoin
ago,
this
30
race
seconds.
You'll love
down.
to see
I
it.
boxed.
The 11th
Oh, here's the double overtake. This is going to be great.
field. Now here comes Ollie Bean. He's on
Ollie
the
Bean
inside. almost
on
making contact. Side by side
Quincy
between
and
McLaren
Arn.
Aston Martin.
Absolute
He's
cinema.
room.
I thought this was
McLaren wants
Zampa
to make it free
for the
wide. He will
longest
make
because it
free
was the
wide.
McLaren.
Free
But
wide on
Zampa
the
wasn't even here.
braking. Down the inside, Ollie Bean will go.
Absolute
McLaren loses
scenes.
2 places. Ollie Bean is made
Did he
up
go
2
off the track?
places. Quincy's
No, I
basically kept
didn't. I
position
barely kept
as
it on.
Asian previously.
Yeah, just-
side by
just
side
in.
towards the final
And
corner of the
then
racetrack.
Quincy
The McLaren pulls out to the
back
inside
through
line. And side
again.
by side towards the final
And
corner of
Brams
the
is on
racetrack. Second
P12
place
at
is
this
up for
point.
grabs here on the road.
He has
around
pitted.
the final corner of the racetrack we go. On board with the
Quincy
Aston
must have gone
Martin,
very
watching from
early
the rear.
on,
Yellow flags
on
out
his
back
box.
for Craig Conley, who spun. But towards turn number 1 we go. Ollie Bean as the McLaren
As,
is diving down
Ollie
the
and
inside
Quincy
at
in
turn
turn
number 1,
one.
and the McLaren's on
Where
the
is my
inside,
battery?
side by side through 2, and
Well, to
Quincy
be fair,
has to
Quincy's
bail out of it down the straight
empty
we
as
go
well.
towards the heavy braking zone.
And then
In
Arn
sector
gets
2,
through Quincy.
Aaron
This is
pulls out
good
to the
defend from
inside.
Ollie Bean.
Goes Quincy
You've got
gonna fight this
Arn
one.
getting
Down the
ahead
inside,
of
Aaron will go,
Quincy instead.
and Quincy will
Arn
not
was
fight this one.
championship
Quincy will
leader
back out
early
of
on
it,
in the
and
season.
the championship leader back up
And,
into the top 3. I think Dub Z.
We don't.
Or it's the
Thank you for 67 bits, Sam.
side by side for the race lead. Brams
And then
moves
Brams
to the race lead.
got into the
Lanky
lead
is under pressure
on lap
from the
23,
McLaren, watching
and
from the
Quincy
rear
boxed
of the
again, I
Mercedes.
believe, doing a
Through goes
2-stop
the
in Miami.
McLaren driver into
Yeah, me and
fifth
Quincy
place
both
in the
did.
race. As Ollie
Because I
Bean
did the
will have a
reverse
little look and
strategy and I
diving down the
boxed off the
inside,
hards
looking the
earlier
rears.
than I should have.
Has a little
I
look.
could
This
have
is why
taken
you're.
it.
Oh my god, what's he
It's a
doing?
Oh my
little
god, what am I
momentum
doing?
We stand on the power.
What are you doing is my question.
Side by side to the final
I
corner.
don't know
Now
what I'm
spell
doing.
out of it, Ollie Bean.
The
As
aura
Quincy
has
sits the
scared
fastest
Lanky.
lap of this race. Might get caught out by the
Oh.
amount of grip he's got. He might now
Quincy
try to
won
recover
as well,
dive.
though. That was
To the
wrong.
inside,
James
down the
Davis
inside,
on
James
Craig.
will
Oh, I
go.
remember this
Almost
is where
contact,
Craig
there
got
is
the race
contact.
ban.
Cuts the corner.
Why
Let's
is Rio
Craig
so
contact
loud?
back.
Oh, because he's the
We
commentator,
Now
Zampa,
once again,
in the
watching
clip.
From the rear of Craig Conley. He's under pressure.
Zampa, we're
from the
watching
Haas of
some.
James. He's in the
You've
Haas
joined
sandwich
late,
as
you
Craig
know.
Conley
There's a
is
lot of
defending inside.
explaining
He's
to be
unsure
done.
what way to go.
But
As
Craig
almost swiping.
decides
The
just
Haas
to
driver who
No,
is
this is
swiping
what I was
driver
on
Craig
about.
Conley making
Repeatedly
contact
swipe
with the
the
Haas.
Haas,
I don't
which
really
was
know
very
what Craig
strange.
was doing there, and he's just driving.
It was
into
very
the Haas driver.
uncharacteristic from Craig, to be
Why?
honest, but,
Oh my god.
you know.
Did he get a pen for
That's
that?
just stuff you don't
Oh, yeah,
know.
he got a race ban because he had so many pens from
Ollie, that's a
all of these.
Tending to drive into
No, I think I
others.
got my podium because Gunnar did something in the race.
If
And
you
I
go,
got it handed to me.
if you go through race reports in tier 2, Rio, you'll find
Craig, I don't
the long
understand.
race report of Miami where Craig gets 19
Craig.
million penalties.
Craig, mate. It's so poor.
Yeah, well, every time when I did
Zampa, we don't have your clip of, your
Can't
clip
really
of you
blame
killing
him.
Ledge
Pulls out to
Man.
the inside. Craig
So if you
Conley
want to find
is
that
on the
clip, you
outside
can
line.
send it in.
As side by side they go, and Craig Conley does concede
You
the
heard.
place.
Go back
Is
to
there a
when
late
I was at
race
the final
charge?
call. You just hear the disappointment in my voice of Craig's
Potentially.
actions.
Craig, what are you doing?
There
Yeah.
could
Let me
be
know your strategy.
a late race win charge, but on the
And then-
card here,
I'll leave you to it.
On the
Quincy.
penultimate lap of the race,
Two
Quincy
laps to
gets
go.
ahead of Gunner
At the
and he
Miami
needs to
Grand Prix,
catch
5.3
2.5
seconds
seconds to get
top two.
Brams
He needs to find
by the end here.
2
So Quincy
seconds in the
he
final
makes a
corner
big
racetrack.
mistake.
And as I say that, the commentator's curse kicks in, and he loses 1 place, almost 2.
Allows Gunner back through again.
The commentator's curse does kick in.
And then if we skip on
towards
the end,
what happened to me?
In Miami, he lands with the championship lead.
And Quincy finishes inside a second. If you think he hadn't made that mistake on the final lap, then he might have
won a
Dub got another podium because Dub is the absolute GOAT.
In P6. as
We've
the
got
5
Belgium
red lights
tier
are
2.
On. The Belgian
Who's this
Grand
beautiful
Prix
man on
is
pole?
go. Towards La Source we go, and we're racing, and it seems to be a tentative start from Arrow as Zampa already looked to get away.
What does he do later on the
getting a
race?
little bit out of shape.
I don't think we know. I don't think we ever find out what happens. But Zampa gets through into turn 1. Lovely move on the outside. But as we head up a Rouge, we've got Brahms, Arrow, Zampa. You love to see it. Brahms almost loses the rear upper Rouge on the opening lap. Cars absolutely everywhere. But Zampa trying to defend with Arrow. Arrow roaring around the outside a bit like Vettel with the Ferrari engine in 2019. And then Arrow goes deep on the brakes and just about has to survive. Brahms on the inside. Arrow keeps it around the outside.
And our pole sitter drops down to
Wait,
second.
I overtook like 2 people off track and it's just allowed it. I've just seen me do it in the background.
Well, if anyone wants to report illegal overtakes in the future, please do, so that we can give Ollie B more penalties. It's one of my favourite things to do.
I overtook 2 people off track. I just cut the corner and nothing happened.
Oh man,
a lot of
world
flappers.
champion
For
looking
some
to do
reason
it, but it is Zampa who leads the way.
Oh, I don't really matter.
Arrow
It
is looking to
didn't
go
matter
back to the
later on.
lead.
And then here on lap 2, Arrow gets through on Zampa, Brahms through on
He's looking for the
Zampa.
double bubble in
And
towards the Lake of
Arrow
Chicane. He's looking for it on the
keeps that
inside,
move.
but WHF Arrow worth it as down
And
the
then
chemistry
Arrow
we
defending
go.
from
Brahms is
Brahms here on
gaining.
lap 4.
Arrow goes
Brahms round
which
the
way do you wanna
outside.
defend? To the inside, Arrow
Gets
goes round the outside.
through
Brahms
on the
will go.
outside, yeah.
Ollie
Brahms
Bean.
late on the
Ollie,
brakes
look
to
in
the
the
lead, climbing the hill
chat.
down the
But
chemical
look at
straight.
this
And Arrow
sensational
has got
overtake.
the
This
battery
was
on.
one of the overtaking
Brahms has got
season
the battery
candidates.
off, and Arrow is gaining.
Where-
He's gaining.
Oh, he
Gaining
fixed
the
the outside, goes the inside.
And the top 2 in the Grand Prix are side by side.
Unbelievable.
Outside for then the inside, then it'll be the outside
It's
again.
unbelievable, Jeff.
Side by side through Malmedy and Arrow.
I
Who
actually
takes
meant
the
to
lead?
upload that as one of the overtakes of the season, but
Zampa,
unfortunately,
it's costing so much time.
for
Through
whatever
Stavro
reason, it's not there.
corner, and then Zampa will start
That's
on
right,
the
I'm not
back
getting an Ollie
pull
Bean
out to the
fumbles from the
inside
likes of
through
you.
cover
I'm
by
not having
Fred.
that.
I didn't
Down
expect
towards
to
Blanchard and
get it
then
anyway.
in towards Brussels we go. Late on the brakes, tagging the rear, the championship leader. With a mistake.
This is the drama. This is what led to crash out 1 from Ollie Bean.
Oh my god.
Dub, Quincy and Ollie Bean. Ollie Bean off the gravel. We've got Nuki Boy through on Ollie Bean. And in the background you just hear Ollie Bean going,
Quincy! Around the outside. Dubsy will try his.
We had team
Ollie
orders
Bean
for me to
now
hold
is going to try and make the move as Nuki Boy
as
gets
Ollie Bean
through.
gets
I told
through
you to hold
on
everyone,
Dub.
by the way.
Goes Ollie Bean as
I
well
actually
in
did
the
this for a
Aston Martin. It is action aplenty here.
And
As far as
then
Arrow's
we're just gonna. Oh, the commentator didn't catch what happened there,
Arrow
so
out of the race.
we don't need to worry about it.
Ferrari, the pole sitter.
Oh,
has
he's-
crashed.
Oh, there he is.
is.
Oh, I was just saying hi to the steward, you know. I thought the steward wanted some crisps
my
or something.
God.
He was like waving at me or something, you know.
Who started
I had a
last.
pack of crisps in
Now
my suit, so I just thought
leads
I'd hand it to him, you know. And then
Switcheroo and
Kodomatic
Sean
under the late
Rosberg
safety car, well, under that
of
safety car,
Lake
kind of
Chicane,
gifted the
and
lead.
that is
Gets a bit of a gap.
sensational once again.
Brahms
in the world
tried to work his
championship
way
side
up
by
to
side,
catch
off the road
Kodomatic.
by as well. And Zampa will try and make the
MB
move,
also on the hard tires along with Quincy and for Jack Craig.
Side by side
Some of
with
the
Lanky on
favourites,
the inside,
Dub
contacting
and
around,
Ledgeman come together,
goes
Dub with
LTJ.
damage.
Oh, what on earth?
I see a bit of side by side through every region radio.
I've never seen that camera.
May result in a crash, but it'd be entertaining.
Uh-oh,
and that could,
oh,
I
that's bad. I
think
don't know
someone
about
made
that.
a move. As on the inside, Zampa does
Zampa
get the
through
move.
in for Jack, but there's still more drama to
And
come.
out to the right.
Because
Cuts across.
That's bad. How did you
But look at the run
finish
he's
the
got.
season
And
on
through the
0
exit of
penalty
Radion,
points?
he has got the move.
Oh, this
Cuts
crash was
across him,
unbelievable, by the
and
way.
Jack
And
almost
down
chops off the front wing and into the wall.
the camel straight.
And out to the race.
Again, one of the crashes
my
of the season
Lord.
candidates, but that was
A
not
massive crash
uploaded.
between the Alpine and the Racing Bull.
But very late safety car, which added to more drama.
No, what's
and
going
led
on
us
here?
to the final
two
lap
race
where
leaders are absolutely
MB
close.
and
What's going on
Cody
here? MB is
and
really
Rio didn't
close.
even have the
And
deltas up
Cody Matic's lost the first.
because he
Could be
was
under
I don't know what
pressure.
he's doing.
MB
But
and Cody
MB
Matic
dives
side
it at
by
the final
side.
corner
The
on
race leaders
Cody.
are side by side in towards the final chicane. Cody Matic and MB going for it. Who's going to
And
merge
Cody
out on
gets
top?
through, but a
Cody
switchback from
Matic
MB.
From last
Who's
to
gonna win
first,
it?
Winning.
Cody
the
does it
Belgian
at the line
Grand
by a
Prix
tenth,
by
last to first,
such a
as Rio said.
Slender margin. Quincy.
Sensational driving. When you think back, the Tier 2 Championship finished by a 2 points gap between Cody and Brahms. It's stuff like that could have cost the championship, because if Cody loses that drag race to MB, then Cody would not be champion right now. So that is really big. But
here we go to 5
one
red
of my
lights.
votes for the season, Britain,
And we're
the finale.
racing.
definitely a sensational race.
Start by DZ Racing.
MB, I believe, starts in P11.
Down a little bit and might be under pressure.
Yeah, I was actually battling with the Salvers for like a good few laps as well.
Big chaos.
But I didn't even know he won when the race finished.
Oh, who's that sexy bastard in P5?
Meanwhile, his title rival Brams into P4.
We're too busy watching the battle for the championship, where it's
P3.
Brams, Quincy, and
Kodamak. And all there's some contact. The McLaren had a big snap and spins.
Ellis, how has a half spin lap 2 and you're 4 seconds back?
No, what a lot of people, including me, missed on that opening lap is that watch this again. Brams battling with Zampa, and Zampa loses the rear massively. Ghosts, but not quickly enough that it gives Brams damage on the left end pit. So Brams actually comes in to fix his front wing on lap 2. So Brams is basically out of the race.
Wait, did
2 laps in?
What?
Did Zampa just punt Craig off the track?
When?
There's another McLaren coming together. He's up back.
The McLaren had a big
when
snap and spins.
Zampa had a little ghost moment. Yeah, play it.
But that, I believe, gave Brams damage. Did that give
I never
Brams
noticed
damage?
that before.
Oh my god.
Craig just goes, oh shit.
It did.
But if we skip on to the next clip, we're here on lap 4. Brams is down in P20 and he's 14 seconds behind the pack. He'll need a miracle from some dumbass to cause a safety car.
On
I'm gonna guess you caused the safety car.
No, that didn't happen.
Zampa, way better exit.
Contact with someone, drops down the order.
Gets it done. Wow. This title now goes.
Kodamak battling with Ollie B.
Take on Ollie B.
And you got to think how important this is for the championship. Kodamak leaving the track along with Ollie B. Absolute skill from both drivers here.
And
Kodamak round the outside, through Maggots and Backets. Contact through the corner.
The Aston Martin.
I bowed out there. I got made a bitch of. I bowed right out of that one.
And then makes a mistake through Backets and opens the door. Dubsy, who's
gonna sweep on
our Lord and Savior.
Damage?
In the background, Craig's around.
Enough ERS does get past.
Dub
through. Sweeping way
Stowe gets through.
And getting alongside aggressively, which allows Quincy to pass off on at the next straight potentially.
Zampa says, so did I win an award? No, Zamp.
No, but we caught you murdering Craig.
We just did catch you murdering Craig. That was not reported by Craig because I assume he's your teammate. So,
I believe that is going to be.
Craig did win Miss of the Season award. You missed that. But that may have been in a different game.
That one, he has got DRS.
Alright, how many more highlights we got after this?
This is the last one.
Now here comes Hossie.
Get Brazil up.
Outside.
That was a good
contact.
Alright, we'll have a quick run through that before we get ready to end the stream, because what we'll do is we'll watch Brazil and then we will put a ping out for everyone to get the votes in, and then we will essentially give out the awards here. Kodamak into the box here in lap 13.
He has managed to make them last.
As Kodamak comes in, some magical safety car comes out,
and that is a safety car.
Oh, somebody's crashed.
So,
oh my
idiot, that's
crashed.
Why are you out at Stowe? What happened?
So
another move for the lead.
Someone clearly doesn't watch my highlights.
David, they've got around both of them. Both of them spins. Dubsy goes through into the lead.
David looked like under the safety car restart. Right, let's just even go back. Nader David has 3 lap old hards to the end. You're thinking in this position, surely he's the favourite, but how's it coming together with him?
Both of them spins. Dubsy goes
gets
through into the lead.
Nuki gets magical damage because of the ghosting.
As Nader David back on the inside, there's more contact, more damage in the background. As a spin from the Mercedes of Nader David, he's down.
Huh?
How did MB not get a pen?
Didn't get reported.
And around.
If people do not report incidents, then I'm not doing anything about it.
Together. They're on track now. Quincy and Kodamak both fighting for the title.
If you want to
see each other
get
out on track, Ho Chi Minh through Nader David after that spin. Dub now into the lead of the race after the contact between the Mercedes. As Ho Chi Minh contact spins as Quincy as around. Quincy gone after contact with Ho Chi Minh. Quincy retires on track, which is a penalty, but I'm sure he doesn't. But he's off the track there. Few gonna get through into P3. And Decent Racer on the outside,
comes together with Decent Racer.
Nuki Lad off the track, off into the gravel.
But Nuki carrying some big damage here as well.
It's big contact between Decent Racer and Nuki Lad.
It was not raining.
Kodamatic now still in championship contention here, but he's
Dub
out in the
has a
mediums.
decent lead,
Brams up
but
to
the
P9.
penalty and also the mediums will not
charging on the rear of Ollie Bean and into Stone
to watch
on the
out for
outside. Brams is going to go.
Bean.
Can he dive it
Brams
round the
needs to finish
outside?
two
Aston
places
Martin
ahead
big
of Kodamatic
contact
to win
between
the
him and the Aston
championship
is contact between
as
Ho Chi Minh
and Ollie Bean.
Ollie Bean as we head through Vale. In the background, Zampa and Infrajack coming together. Ho Chi Minh's gone around.
As he's looking closer this time, but doesn't have the ERS once again.
These final 3 laps were absolute cinema, so I think we're just going to let them play out.
Just recharging
as Kodamatic picks up a 3-second time
penalty.
And that means all Brams has to do is finish ahead of Codzilla and he's champion.
That could seal it. Also involved, but we're looking at the championship battle here. Kodamatic had a horrific Maggots and Beckett's and Codzilla right all over the rear of the Haas driver. Could this be the opportunity? Few on the outside of Dub Z. We're keep an eye on this
while the battle for the championship is going on, the battle for the win is also going on.
The rear,
and we're trying to juggle the camera
find
work.
A way through. And can Brams finally get through?
And Brams on the penultimate lap on the outside of
and Codzilla get through.
At Vale,
Brams and Cod
gets into championship winning position where he needs to be.
Could that be enough for Brams?
He'll finish 2 positions ahead of Cod.
Now, it is so close in the championship. I don't even know who's leading on countback. I think it might be Kodamatic, but I'm not sure. As Craig picks up the fastest lap,
Brams following
just keep it on the road, we believe.
He's
made a big mistake through Cods. Codzilla on the outside. Side by side to Kodamatic to Beckett's. Cods back through again. Brams with a major mistake through Cobb's corner. And he's lost P7 as we head back through. Exiting Beckett's. It's going to be an absolute charge down to Stowe. A massive mistake from Brams that could potentially cost him the title. Codzilla back on the rear, Kodamatic, and Brams is going to go for something serious. Codzilla round the outside. Brams is going to follow through side by side round the outside, and what a spectacular move from Brams on the outside. But it isn't enough. Isn't enough. MB wins here in Silverstone as we ride the final corner. Codzilla finishes ahead of Brams, but I don't know if it's enough. I don't think it's enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough, so
no,
Brams P6 with 8.
I will say, if that had won Brams the title, that would have been easily overtaken the season.
Champion. Cody wins it on 175.
The fact that he didn't win the title because he did make a mistake on the same lap, I'm like, does that take away from the overtake, you know? But that is an absolute cinema ending to the Tier 2 finale, and that's why I would say that's my race of the season. But we're going to look at Tier 1 Brazil calendar. And there I wonder if I just cycle through all the playlists. We'll get to Brazil eventually.
Because as we get the 5 red lights on. And they're out as we go.
Where there was a lot of battle between Cookie and Nis.
Losing the rear down into turn 1
early on.
Doing a bit of wheel locking through turn 1. Nis gets through on Cookie as Rio
Scums, you've not missed it all. We're still about to do the votes, so we haven't actually announced any winners yet, to be honest. So all we've been doing really is watching the clips through, and we're currently deciding race of the season. And this is the final candidate.
Michael.
Oh wait,
Jesus. They're not quite sure what happened there as Cookie sets the fastest lap and into turn 1. Side by side goes the Alpine and the Red Bull, and side by side through turn 2 and 3 as they're bumping and barging through the center S's as Cookie now back on the rear of Nisev down into turn 4. And can Nis stay ahead, or will Cookie pull on the outside as side by side they go? Nis pushes Cookie off the road, and side by side Rio's going to try and get involved here on Cookie.
Oh, he has to back out.
I'm pretty sure on like lap 4 all shit hits the fan.
All hell breaks loose.
Because Nis starts sniffing Cookie's bum and then uses that to get down into turn 4 DRS. Round the outside and a little bit of more bumping and barging, which they'd already had been doing on lap 3. And then carried on through the middle sector, them side by side. And Rio was just got a front row seat to the battle.
The inside, Ness still poked a nose in. Cookie almost spun as they're ghosting now. Side by side they go. As they're both ghosted now. Hemi or Rio definitely wants to get involved here. They're still ghosted. As Rio gonna try and maximize his exit here, but look at the absolute carnage here. On lap 4, Nis around the outside. Does Nis have DRS? He does. Rio now on the rear of Cookie. Gonna look down the inside. He may look down the inside of Nis as well.
And then Rio with a double overtake on both Cookie and Nis.
Cookie dives it on Nis.
And then Hemi on the outside. A little bit of contact. And Akko trying to dive through as well.
A little bit of contact.
The car's absolutely everywhere in the midfield.
And that pushed Hemi wide as Hemi onto the grass as he goes side by side with Akko. Still side by side, Michael Louis getting through on TJ. The moves have been absolutely
Hello there. Oh, thank you for the follow, Carl. Welcome into the stream. We are here for the Season 6 awards show, and we're currently just watching some old clips back to decide what is the race of the season here in Season 6.
Nis picks the inside. Cookie bumps the rear of the Alpine, but the Alpine goes a little bit deep. Side by side they go
And
through
here,
turn 2.
think is where some of the drama is. Cookie and Nis come together, and Nis has a lovely spin.
Oh my god.
Down the order goes Nis.
And Cookie down to P4. Carl does Creator Series commentary.
I know who Carl is. Hi Carl.
I will say, as we see Cookie is going around the outside.
And then Cookie back through on
his next targets will be
Hemi. Or back through an Akko, then he also gets back through on Hemi into turn 1. Then he gets back through on Rio. Rio tries to move late, but Cookies predicts and moves further to the inside. And then Rio tries to fight around the outside, but leaves the track. And then Cookie builds a big gap, although Akko would have come together with Ollie.
Up into P5 here 2 last stop, sorry. And Rio gets through. Again, we're seeing this here as Cookie sets the fastest lap. He's dropped. As Cod tries to defend.
And Rio and Hemi, I believe, were battling for the podium, but then I think Hemi had boxed the lap early.
Meanwhile, Michael Louis trying to get through.
Or earlier than Rio. And then Nis retired due to skill issues. Rio gets through on Steven and gets through on TJ as well. And Hemi gets through on TJ. If I were a TJ, I would have absolutely parked it on the inside.
Turn 4 laps to go. Of the and 4. Could see Mallard go.
I'm being cheered on by Carl. Get in.
Did it help?
My life's been completed.
TJ's got a much better run as he picks the outside now. Can TJ get round to turn 1 with this move? And TJ gets through.
TJ through on Mallard and old tires. Why this is what ensued the Kevin Cal crash out. Remember that, lads?
Yes.
Oh my god.
This might be crash out of the season. I forgot it should have been Kevin Cal because he forgot how to use a brain. I think does Kevin Cal win crash out of the season? He might do.
Yes, he might be. He might not.
He's a short
so long. I don't know, Arrow. Do you remember Rio's crash out in chat?
Which time?
Oh, Hungary, is it?
After Hungary.
No, were you? I suppose you were not there for Kevin's. Kevin's was even more ridiculous. Like Kevin's was the most ridiculous crash out of all time. I put up a vote, I put up a vote, literally.
You hate Americans.
I put up a vote, who is at fault here, Mallard or Kevin? It was 10-0, everyone saying it was Kevin's fault. That instant, right on screen, everyone was like, that's Kevin's fault. And then Kevin was like, oh, you just hate Americans. And I was like, and everyone was like, no, everyone was like, the person you had a contact with was Mallard, who's also American.
finishes 16 seconds up the road, gets a 10-second speeding in the pit lane penalty. But
Arrow should win crash out of the season because he did it every race.
That is a fair point.
No, I feel like Ollie crashed out way more.
No, I crashed out way more all of the time.
Arrow did it more. I just feel like I was more animated with mine.
Yeah,
P4,
like I genuinely felt sorry for Arrow because you'd see him in quali and you'd have so much pace, especially Qatar, and then like things would just go wrong for him, and he'd crash out and you'd watch the stream back and you're like, oh man.
No one feels bad to me. I'll just get laughed at.
Let's look at let's put up a word. Dumbest crash out.
Kevin Calvin's by far and away. But anyway, I have pinged everyone in the Discord to vote for their overtake of the season. Let me get the list again.
Oh my god, Lesman's actually winning.
Don't announce anything prior to. Don't announce anything, please. No spoilers.
I'm gonna go cancel all those votes. So there's a
so we got overtake of the Cleason, overtake of the season, clip of the season. We've got clip of the season, aka which will be known as the Emu moment of the season for eternity. So in future, whenever we give this award out again, it'll be Emu moment again. I feel like there's a lot of new people who don't know what an emu moment is because it took me ages to find out whenever I first joined SSR what an emu moment was. But it's basically a bit of carnage. We also have the Race of the Season award, Most Improved Driver, Best Surprise Winner, and Driver of the Season as well. Best Crash of the Season is basically Clip of the Season / Emu Moment of the Season as well. So we're going to start with overtake of the season. I have pinged everyone. I'll give everyone 2 minutes. Once we get to 22:55, I will announce it. So hopefully everyone.
This voting is so stupid. Why? How is Thingy not winning?
You need to be quiet so that there's no spoilers. But for everyone watching the stream, please put your votes in the Discord. Overtake of the season and Clip of the season. All the polls are there. Put your votes in to which you believe is which, and we will announce the winner in 1 minute's time. So get your votes in before the vote lines close. It's 79p a vote. You must dial 0800 555.
You must be 18 plus.
Mm-hmm. But
you must have your voting license.
Once it hits 5 minutes to 11, we will announce all the winners, and hopefully we'll end the stream before 11, so everyone can go to bed on time. Because I didn't imagine the stream going on this long, to be honest.
It's been 2 hours.
Carl says minimum income per year to vote. Yeah, that might have to be added in the rules. But we've got about half a minute remaining before the lines close. Get your votes in. Who will be overtake the season? It's hit 10:55. Let's look at the poll. And it is Ledgeman in China is the winner of overtaking this season. Everyone, give a round of applause to Ledgeman. Let us watch that clip again. For those of you who missed it, this will be overtake of the season. We're going to watch the clip one more time if I can find where it is.
Can we show Koday's move, by the way? The one that
No, we can't. We're going to watch only the overtake of the season because that's what the fans are here for. Ledgeman on the Tier 2 champion at Turn 1 in China. And Kodamatic was famously class in the wet in this season, so I think it's an even more impressive move. Beautiful move. Ledgeman, move of the season. Absolutely deserved.
I had a bit of beef with him at this point as well, so I made it personal.
You love to see it. And like Michael Jordan, he's made it personal. You love to see it. Clip of the season. Now let's look at the first poll. Who has won Emu moment of the season? Let us see who it will be. Who will be Emu of the season? It's Ollie Bean's crash out in Belgium. Emu moment of the season. I think I'm just going to edit a video and put them all together, and that will be the winner of the award. Ollie Bean's crash out in Belgium. You love to see it. is
That was the
winner.
Ollie, was that the one where you turned yourself in immediately after the race?
No, that was the one I did to COD. I turned myself in for that because it was criminal.
Let's just have another view of Craig's miss.
Yep, miss of the season for those of you who missed it here. This is miss of the season. I know it's quite not F125, but this is miss of the season.
Oh, Craig!
So Craig wins miss of the season. You love to see it, lads. Surprise winner of the season goes to MB in Britain. Scones, unfortunately, you were not too far behind MB. You were 2 votes behind MB in China. I do think Scones definitely up there, but MB will win surprise winner of the season. The tier 3 driver reserving in Britain won. As someone has voted for Scones while I'm saying it, but unfortunately the voting lines are closed.
I can take my vote off of MB and it's a tie.
It's too late. It's too late.
Take your vote off, Scones, quick, and you win.
This is not how we're. This is not democracy.
Would you look at that?
We're gonna move that off the screen because that's absolute voter manipulation right there. Improved.
I'm pretty sure. It's tied now.
No, that's not how it works. I literally says voting lines have closed, so you've missed your opportunity, lads.
You have only just said voting lines are closed.
I said that 3 minutes ago.
They were closing.
DZ Racer is your most improved driver this season. I think deservedly so. Moved to wheel, and definitely has very strong pace. Had a couple of pole positions even in tier 2. So I'll be looking forward to seeing him. Driver of the season, this is the 3 champions. Tier 1 Cookie, Tier 2 Kodomatic, and NMX James in Tier 3. Who has won Driver of the season among all 3 tiers? James, pretty much almost a majority, wins Driver of the season. Now, Race of the season is going to be an interesting one. Who will win Race of the season? Let's see. It goes to...
Fuck!
Why can I not see? Why is this in the way? I can't even see because it's saying Craig and...
It's 3 votes for...
It's 3 votes for MB and 3 votes for Rio. So the Tier 2 finale in Britain and the Tier 1 race in Brazil. If anyone would like to change their vote, now is your time. We will give you until 11 to change your vote for those of you voting for any other race.
Surely it's got to be Brazil, right? So much happened in that race.
So currently MB has got an additional vote. And will any more votes go to Rio before it hits 11?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's still level, and it's not hit 11. Someone's taken their vote away from MB. Oh, he's got to vote back again. This is neck and neck. Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the next vote?
If it's level, let Carl vote for it.
Someone's going to vote Carl. Well, I mean, Carl's going to pick Rio because he loves Carl. And then someone's
taking their votes away.
Oh, but then people have gone for Dobo. I don't know what's happening. I feel like people are just taking the piss now because they're voting for difference.
11.
But it's hit 11 and Rio wins. So whoever was taking the best of the votes, you have missed out on the opportunity to give MB the win. So the winner goes to Tier 1 Round 10 in Brazil. Wins the...
How the fuck did that fucking win?
Wins the vote.
I picked that overtake at China again.
I don't agree with race of the season, but here we are a democracy.
It should be Bahrain or Britain.
But there you have it. That is our Season 6 award show. Hope you've all enjoyed. We've been joined by Ledgeman, Nis, Ollie Bean, Rio, and Scones. And
Rio beaten and overtaken the season by Ledgeman.
Ledgeman gets
Ledgeman
gets overtake the season, which I think is definitely the most deserving of the season. But
his trophy.
I think what we'll do now is find someone to raid on our way out. We will raid.
Raid Brendan.
Who?
Raid Brendan Lee.
Is Brendan Lee live?
Yeah, he's on iRacing.
He's in iRacing.
Alright, we'll raid Brendan Lee. Brenda.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, this has been the Season 6 award show. We will be back in, I believe, 3 weeks' time for the season opener. For those of you who haven't joined the Discord yet, please do. You've got around 2 weeks to sign up for Seasons 7 before they close. We've currently, if I show on the screen, when it comes to sign-ups, we have 60. We've reached 60. Paige and Alex Caruso, the GOAT, have joined. So we now have enough for 3 tiers. They will race on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 8 PM UK time. So if you haven't joined yet, please do. And we're excited for another Season 7 calendar. Lineups all soon to be announced. But thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, as Nis has declined and Nis has lost his seat forever. Bye, Nis. He'll be removed from the server for doing that. But as we move on, Nis has re-signed up. Love to see it. You will not be removed, Nis. But anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, I'm WHFO, and we will see you all in 3 weeks' time for the season opener in Tier 3 on Friday, the 20th of March. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.